Hi. It's just standing here in my kitchen drinking some coffee. I am freezing. I am so cold. This morning, when I went to go get in my car, my whole car was covered in ice, which I thought was so weird because yesterday it was in the 50s, but this morning, apparently it was like 13 degrees. I can't seem to drink enough water today because I'm like so thirsty, but that might be because I had the best fried chicken buffalo wrap from my work for dinner tonight. Oh my gosh, my guy in the kitchen, he is fabulous. He calls me Miss Kit. He'll say, Miss Kit, what do you want? I was like, I just wanted buffalo chicken today, and he put it in a wrap, and it was fabulous. But I am so thirsty tonight. Bear with me here. Just going to talk about a bunch of nonsense. Because I have not been online. I have not been doing anything because I'm in this really weird funk. Do you know that funk? Do you know that part of your being and you're like, what is it? I'm not sad, I'm not depressed, I'm cold, it's winter, there's nothing to do. Although I've been making myself go out, not like out, but like yesterday I ran over to Five Below, and I ran over to Marshall's. The day before, I went to Plato's Closet, bought 3 really cute long sleeve shirts. This is relatively new. It's my Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. I'm all about sweatshirts this year. Anything that's got a graphic design, I'm all about it. I'm Kit, K-I-T, reside in St. Louis, Missouri. In the art world, I'm known as Kitryn Marie. I did write another chapter in Seaside Shore yesterday. It's triggering quite a few things. Seems like I can only write one chapter, and then I'm either angry or just frustrated. It's easy to jump into these characters and see their role. But I'm drinking coffee too, drinking water. Trying to stay active. Been, running in place in my kitchen. Been doing some weird Pilates things. 7 more Sundays and it's daylight savings time and it's going to be lighter and it's not always going to be cold and that little groundhog saw a shadow, so we got 6-7 more weeks of winter. So what are we doing? What are any of us doing? I'm working on trying to figure out what the hell to do with this light that I have here. Hang on, look at this light. Where's it at? My chandelier up there. I cannot keep the bulbs from burning out. I will put new bulbs in it, and a couple days will go by and the bulbs burn out. Someone explain to me, what is that and why? It's a pretty chandelier. I just don't like it because of the gold arms. It has this cast to it, and I have my other light on. Let's walk you over here a little closer. Hang on here. I'm just going to shift this around a little bit, but look at, it's pretty. It's just, I don't care for it. I liked my other chandelier that I had. My other chandelier was beautiful. It had crystals. It put off so much light. And when I'm working in my kitchen like this, I love to have light. This yellowness that's going on, and I promise you, my hair is not red. My hair is blonde. But this cast, it makes it look really red. So, I'm just kind of hanging out tonight. Not too much else going on. Work was work today. Didn't have a whole lot of customers. And what is it with people that lunch is between 11:30 and 12:45? That's lunch. This place that I work at, nobody comes in to like 1:45, and they all come in at the same time. And I'm thankful that we have that kind of business. But I'm kind of like, what are you doing? What is happening? And then, the customers, and I don't like to talk about customers, I really don't. Everybody's in this weird kind of funk right now. Nobody's in a good mood. Everybody's angry. Everybody's crabby. And God forbid, do not ask me what I think on a subject, because I will not talk politics at my job, but I will kind of give a reference to something. Don't get angry with me because it's not what you want to hear. Make that make sense. If you are asking me what I think about something and you don't like my answer. Anyway, that was Tuesday. Seems to be a lot of that going on. But today was not busy at all. And I almost got cut by 12:45, and I literally just said, nope, not leaving. I gotta stay. I gotta make some kind of money right now. And I say to my manager, because we always comb the one ads, Indeed, LinkedIn, whomever else, just to see what's out there, because there still are not a lot of jobs out there. And the jobs that are out there, they're really not hiring. They just have to post the position. And I say to my other manager today, I'm almost like really over this. I don't know how much more of this I can do. And she was like, yeah, we're all kind of there right now. It's like something needs to give, but none of us know what it is that we need to give. Somebody, though, last night, they brought in, and they left it there. They didn't take it home, which was their downfall. But they left dark chocolate sea salt caramel candy. That is like my all-time favorite. I would maim for that kind of candy. And that is the one thing I will say about my person, who's not my person anymore. He'd be up north, and he would text or call and say, hey, do you want some chocolate? Yeah, fuck yeah, I want chocolate. So they left the chocolate today, and when the night crew came in, the one said, whose is this? And I said, I don't know, they must have brought it in last night. I thought you brought it in. He goes, no. He goes, but my God. And I go, I know. He goes, well, take it home with you. And I go, no, because I don't know who it belongs to. I go, but throughout the day I've been eating a piece of it. You're looking for that one little morsel that's going to at least make you feel comfortable, make you feel good, because you've gotten something that tastes so yummy. It's like, oh my gosh, I could make a steady diet of those. I'm trying to really, really work on my size. Spring and summer's around the corner, and although I might be old, I still want to wear a two-piece. Don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, but, the wheels are spinning in my head. That's just who I am. And I'll drink coffee all night long and go to bed by 9:30. Coffee does not bother me. And I did read somewhere that had something to do with ADHD. Coffee is my comfort. I do not drink it to hype me up. And for whatever reason, my brain says, oh, this soothed you. It does not wire you. So now go to sleep. And if I am out and about, and if I do have an adult beverage, it's an adult beverage with a lot of ice and then coffee. But anyway, today just was a day, and I'm freezing. I am absolutely cold, and it is not that cold outside. It's just that wet dampness. Tomorrow, I am going to try to go get my eyes checked. Go see if I can get some contacts, because I am so tired of wearing glasses. And this is something I've noticed too. And I don't know, for all of you that wear glasses, do you feel like the muscles around your eyes have made your eyes smaller? My eyes used to be like my best feature. And I feel like since I am more dependent on glasses, that it's done something to the muscle around my eyes. So I'm going to look into getting some contacts. I ordered like $50 worth of new makeup off of Amazon because, man, the winter uglies are happening. I need a tan. I thought, well, maybe I'll just go to one of those tanning places and, you know, just to get a little color. And I'm like, do I really want to spend $22 to lay in a tanning bed for 15 minutes? When the other part of me thinks, you know, I should be at some beach right now. But I think everybody else has got snow too. What did I see? There's a winter advisory somewhere in North Carolina. Okay, so you just would have to really know me. On my phone, when it comes to the weather, I have St. Louis weather. And then you flip the screen, it says Gatlinburg. And then you flip the screen again and it says Cherokee, North Carolina. And at one time, it said Wisconsin, because whatever Wisconsin weather was doing, usually about 3 weeks later, here in St. Louis, we get that kind of weather. So it was kind of a telltale of what was to come. So, being at the beach right now would be like lovely. One of my customers, him and his wife, they leave for someplace in Florida tomorrow, taking the dogs and his cat. And I was like, oh, that's so lovely. I'm like, that's where I should be. But back to, do I want to spend $22 to go sit in a tanning bed for 15, 20 minutes just so I can get some warmth and some color? The winter uglies, you know, it's like, how many more pieces of clothes, because I'm not really going anywhere, but I want something fun, I want something cute, I want something that's, you know, comfortable. So, eyeglasses, contacts, gonna run to the pawn shop because my favorite 3-tier Stars and Moon necklace is broke and it needs to be cleaned. And I might look for a new charm bracelet. One point in time, I had this really nice charm bracelet. And when the world turned upside down in 2009, I had to turn in all of my jewelry, all of my gold and all of my silver. And I had this charm bracelet that my grandpa had gotten me. And every year for some occasion, I'd get a new charm for it, and I cashed it in. So I kind of got a hankering. And my granddaughters, I bought them charm bracelets for Christmas. And I bought one for my daughter. So it's kind of like, I think I want a charm bracelet. You know, bracelets used to be like my signature. When I would do video, when I would go out, I was all about my jewelry, all about my necklaces and my bracelets. Well, I don't go anywhere hardly or do anything, and most of the work that I do, if I'm not at the restaurant, my hands are in water, so on and so forth, I'm at home. But it's kind of like I just want to treat myself. I think that's what it is. 2026 is really the year of self-care. Doing all the things that I feel like 2025 told me that I couldn't do for a lot of different reasons, you know. Like I said, I've been trying to exercise. I'm running in place, and I'm doing some Pilates things. I looked into, do I want to join an exercise place? No, I don't. That's too many people, and I already deal with a lot of people, you know, during the week with my job, my 2 days. You know, I told the dogs this morning when I was leaving, I'm like, it's okay, it's only 5 hours. 5 hours. I'm going to leave, but then I'm going to be back. I'll be back. Because they kind of are getting used to me being at home all the time. I had said the other gig, there was nothing on their calendar because they're completely remodeling for 2 months. And like, you know, the one manager and I were like, well, there's not a lot of things going on right now, so what do? We just kind of stay put to see what is going to happen. Well, I am not one to let the grass grow under my feet. So mentally, I'm kind of like in this position where I'm like, okay, something needs to give because I cannot just do nothing. And it is not really who I am to be shopping. And I don't, like, if when I went to Five Below, I was looking for one of those huge ropes for my dog. They didn't have that. I ran over to Marshall's to look for one of my scrubby things that I use for my face to exfoliate. They didn't have any of that. So honestly, I didn't spend any money yesterday. I thought, well, I could go up on the hill and go to my favorite, Italian store. But I'm like, I'm trying to watch my weight. I don't need to go buy my favorite Italian cookies. I have enough food in the house to last me a month. So I don't need to do that. It's just a really weird time of year. One of the guys at work today, he had said to me, what is with time? It seems like it's either lagging or it's speeding up. He said, what is happening in the atmosphere? And I said, yeah, I think we've all kind of noticed that. There's something really weird about time right now. Is it going by faster? Is it dragging? Or are we all just in this funky kind of place and we look at the clock and we see it's one time and then we go on and do whatever and then we look at our clock or watch, later on and we're like, oh, that's all the time it is? Or, oh, that's what time it is? So I don't know where you're at with any of that, but there is something very wonky right now with the time. How fast it's moving or how slow it's going. I've been sleeping so good, though, I'll tell you that. Since I had rearranged my bedroom, and this is so far off all the subjects, but since I rearranged my bedroom, I sleep so sound. And I had the most pleasant dreams last night. It's like I'd dream one thing, and then I'd wake up, and then I'd fall back to sleep, and then I'd dream something else. They're not nightmares, knock on whatever. But it's like, oh, it's a safe kind of, like I'm watching a movie in my sleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, that was so nice to dream about that person. I haven't thought about them in a long time. So I do. I think there's something going on in the atmosphere right now. But I'm going to try to make the most out of the next 4 days. My counterpart, she texted me earlier and she goes, tell me you do have plans this weekend, right? You're not just going to sit at home. I could sit at home, but I am making myself get up and move. And I put myself together every day. I do my hair, throw some makeup on, shower, of course. I'll drink a pot or two of coffee. It's important to take care of yourself like that. It's important to get yourself together. It's important to make yourself leave your house, whether you want to or not. It's just good for your mind. It gets you out of your head just a little bit. Like I said, I just wanted to pop on. Nothing of any importance at all. Life right now could not be any more dull and boring than it probably is. So I hope you at least have something exciting going on. There is more to life than just going to work. There is more to life than just laying on the couch. There is more to life than just stuffing your face with food because you were bored. But I am Kitryn Marie, an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach. Do a lot of content creating, published author, in the process of working on my second book, Seaside Shore. Drinking a lot of coffee these days, just trying to stay warm. For today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed. Be thankful for everything. Remember, fate turns on a dime, and it is up to you to decide what side of the coin that you want to be on. I hope you're doing well, wherever you are. Leave a message, follow, like, subscribe. Do all the good things. Let the algorithm, do its thing. But y'all take care. I'll see you soon.